The number of authoritarian leaders in Africa has declined since 2010. However, not surprising, there are still many African leaders that have been in power for more than 30 years. My colleague Paul Ndiho has more.
Western-style democracy is being tasted across Africa, especially in countries where some of the world's longest-serving leaders continue to hold power. In some cases, plans to remove or circumvent presidential term limits by some leaders is alarming. By September 2019, 5 African heads of state had been in power for more than 3 decades each. Theodore Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, age 77, has been president of Equatorial Guinea for 40 years. He is arguably Africa's longest-serving president. Paul Biya, 86, has been president of Cameroon since November 1982, the second longest-serving leader on the continent with nearly 37 years in office. Yoweri Museveni, 75, the president of Uganda, has been in power for 33 years. He was re-elected to a 5th term in February 2016. Denis Sassou Nguesso, 75, has been president of the Republic of Congo for a combined total of 34 years. He first served from 1979 to 1992 and then 1997 to present. King Mswati III, age 51, is the king of Eswatini, a post he has held since April 1986. He has ruled over the kingdom for 33 years. The kingdom of Eswatini is the continent's last absolute monarch. Other leaders who have been in power for a very long time include Idriss Déby, 67 years. He has been the president of Chad for 28 years. He won a disputed 5th term in April 2016. Isaias Afwerki, age 73. The Eritrean leader has been in charge since independence in April 1993. Paul Kagame, age 61, has been the president of Rwanda since 2000. In 2017, Paul Kagame won with nearly 100% of the vote, securing a 3rd term in office. Other previous record holders include Haile Selassie, the Ethiopian emperor, holds the African record for the longest time in power. After reigning for 44 years, he was ousted in 1974. Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi ruled for nearly 42 years. He was killed in 2011 after a protest movement turned into an armed conflict. Gabon's Omar Bongo died in June 2009 after more than 41 years in power. Angola's José Eduardo dos Santos stepped down in September 2017, having led his oil-rich country for 38 years. Eyasimbe Eyadema also ruled the West African country of Togo for 38 years, from 1967 until his death in 2005. His son Fury Eyasimbe succeeded him. Robert Mugabe, Zimbabwe's father of independence, was forced out in November 2017 after 37 years at the helm. He died on September 6, 2019. It's a new dawn in Sudan. Abdel Fattah al-Burhan is chairman of Sudan's newly formed Sovereign Council in Khartoum, following the ouster of the 3-decade rule of former President Omar al-Bashir. Bashir tightly ruled Sudan for 30 years. In 2012, the African Union ratified the African Charter on Democracy, Elections and Governance. But critics say the continental body has failed to take similar actions against long-term serving leaders who have exploited ambiguities in the law to extend their term in office. Paul Ndiho, VOA News, Washington.